Hello everyone, my name is Annisa Nurul Fitri with NPM 2441-2007 from Accounting Class 24A. In this presentation, I will discuss one of the most essential concepts in marketing, which is marketing segmentation. In today's highly competitive business environment, understanding customer deeply is the key to ensuring that companies can target the right market with the right strategies. So, in this session, I will explain three main points. First, the process of marketing segmentation. Second, the criteria that make segmentation effective. And third, how companies evaluate and select the most appropriate market segment to serve. So, let's begin with the first topic. The first topic is market segmentation process. Market segmentation is the first step in understanding customer diversity. Without segmentation, companies often end up using a one-size-fits-all approach, which usually results in ineffective marketing. This segmentation process consists of 5 major steps. First, identifying the broad market. Companies need to understand that overall market they want to enter, such as the food market, fashion market, technology market, or service. This gives them all clear picture of opportunities. Second, selecting the basis of segmentation. This includes deciding whether to segment based on demographic, geographic, psychographic, or behavioral variables. Each basis provides a different perspective in understand customer. Third, collecting customer data. Data may come from survey, interview, or observation or internal sales record. Accurate data is critical because segmentation must be based on actual information. Fourth, forming marketing segment. After gathering data, companies group customer based on shared similarities, such as age, income level, lifestyle, and purchasing behavior. Fifth, analyzing the characteristics of each segment. Companies assess the size, need, purchasing power, and growth potential of each segment. This analysis will determine which segments are most attractive. The next material is explanation of the process. Each step in the segmentation process is interconnected. Identifying the broad market provides a general view of the landscape. Choosing the segmentation basis helps determine how the market will be divided. Collecting customer data ensures that segment formation is based on real condition, not assumption. When segments are formed, companies must be carefully analyze them. They must determine whether that segment is large enough, has strong purchase power, or whether the company is capable of serving its needs. This means segmentation is not merely about dividing a market, but understanding which group truly offer that best opportunities. The first material is criteria for effective segmentation. After forming segment, not all of them are automatically suitable as target. Therefore, segmentation must meet 5 criteria to be considered effective. First, measurable. The size and characteristic of the segment must be quantifiable, company should know how many customers they are, their income, their purchasing behavior, and so on. Second, accessible. The segment must be reachable through market channel. If a segment exists but cannot be reached effectively, it's not ideal. Third, substantial. The segment must be large enough, profitable enough. Companies should avoid segments that are all small or offer very little return. Further, differentiable. Segments must have clearly different from one another. If two segments are too similar, creating differentiate strategies become difficult. Fifth, actionable. The company must be able to design and implement strategies specifically tailored to the segment. If the segment is attractive but cannot be served, it is not a suitable target. The next material is detailed explanation of the criteria. If a segment meets all 5 criteria, it is considered effective and worth targeting. However, if even one criterion is not met, the segment may not be ideal. For example, a segment may be large but difficult to access. This makes it ineffective. Or a segment may be measurable but not differentiable, which makes it challenging to design unique marketing strategies. This criteria helps companies filter the segment that truly matters. Next, evaluating market segment. Once the segment meets the criteria, the next step is the evaluating and selection the best one. There are several aspects that companies must assess. First, the size and potential profitability of the segment. Is the segment large enough? Do consumers have sufficient purchasing power? Second, the growth potential of the segment. Segments that grow rapidly usually offering long-term opportunities. Third, the competitive environment. If a segment has many strong competitors, companies must decide whether can they realistically compete. Fourth, comfortability with companies' resources. Companies must assess whether they have the production capacity, marketing capability, and distribution channels needs to serve the segment. Fifth, alignment. Alignment with the company goals. The chosen segment must support the company mission and long-term objective. Next is choosing target segment. After evaluation, companies can choose from several targeting strategies. Undifferentiated targeting, where the company serves the entire market with one general strategy. Differentiated targeting, where companies offer different strategies for different segments. Concentrated targeting, where a company focuses on only one segment to dominate it. And next is micro-marketing, where strategies are tailored individually, often powered by digital technology. Each strategy depends on the company goals and resources. To conclude, marketing segmentation is a fundamental step in developing an effective marketing strategies. With segmentation, companies can understand customer demand and target market more precisely. Effective segment must be measurable, accessible, substantial, differentiable, and actionable. After evaluating the segment, Companies can choose the most suitable target based on their goals and capability. Ultimately, successfully, marketing doesn't really solely on having a good product, but on selecting the right segmentation to serve.